Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the next episode of Hey Homies, Let's Go. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm Luke.
And today we're going to be talking about the fourth episode of SuperShow. It's Laundry Day.
Laundry day.
I like this one. Luke doesn't.
So no, it's not that I don't like it. I what I was telling Joe before we started recording is I was surprised by this episode where I went back to Eagle Claw and I was surprised at how much I liked that one compared to how much I remembered liking it. It was the
Mhm.
opposite with this one. I remember liking this episode a lot the first, I don't know, 20 times I saw it with my kids.
Yeah.
And then I haven't watched it in a long time. And now I'm kind of like, I might have romanticized it in my head because I didn't
Ah,
like it as much as I remember liking it.
really? Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
that's
I
not to
like
say I
this
don't.
one.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's like every other Super Show episode. I like it. It's just not as much as I remember liking it.
Yeah, this one's a very Ricky centered episode. He we'll get to it, but he has to overcome some fears and whatnot. So I think we're going to start off with the credits
Yep,
like we've done in the past.
our cast and director. So it was directed by Jason DeVilliers. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's one of them. Same guy that directed a whole bunch.
Mhm.
Super involved with Super Show. Kate Town played Dr. Ava Mudlark. Art Mitchell from Art from Supernova played Trusty Dusty, our old pal Trusty Dusty. Matt Gorney, our favorite Professor Fill-in, Smash McLarson, played Muck Monster 1, the perfect role. If there was a role made for Matt Gorney, it's Muck Monster 1. My homie, Warren Fitzgerald from the Vandals, played Hobo number 1. He's got the most interesting haircut I've ever seen Warren have. Warren's done some crazy things in his life, but that
Was he the one
haircut's
with
one
the
of them.
giant wig?
Yeah, the one that's like halfway off the back of his head. He's
Yeah.
right in the middle of that
Okay.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wig's hilarious. And Warren's normally like bald. Uh, Dallas McLaughlin played the Filthy Surf in the flashback, and Brad Davis from Mega 64. We talked about Mega 64
Hmm.
before on the regular feed. He played Muck Monster 2. So that's everybody that had a credited part in Laundry Day other than our five heroes.
Well, there's more, but these were the notable ones
Yeah,
that
the ones
I
that
thought
stand out.
people, Aquabats people would know.
Yeah,
So
those are our folks.
yeah. So we get into the show. We start off with the previously, of course. We get some more concert footage from the pilot episode.
Yep.
They love to use that footage. We get Crash with some tree branches on his head and a weird little smile on his face. An eagle graphically eating a rabbit or something.
Yeah, it was. It kind of shocks you into like, oh,
Yeah,
this was on the hub.
yeah. And we're like, hey, we're having fun. This is the Aquabats. And then all of a sudden you've got an eagle eating a bloody something.
And I'm not any of our fans that are into bird watching. Please tell me it looked more like a hawk to me, but I know that there are brown eagles too.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's more of a hawk.
It could have been
Yeah,
a hawk. It could have been an eagle. I don't know, but it's definitely eating something, and
yeah.
it's visceral.
I figured because at the end of this we get scenes from Eagle Claw, so I thought that's why I put two and two together, thinking maybe it was some kind of an eagle. But I think you're right. I think it is a hawk. So after that, we get Jimmy with some bug eye things wearing glasses.
Yeah, that's really funny. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have no idea. And then you get the kind of a wrap up on the Eagle Claw episode. See the motorcycle exploding, Lou Diamond Phillips making some funny noises. And yeah, then we get into the episode. It starts off in a city dump, and our heroes are squaring off with some nasty muck monsters. Well, we didn't know that's what they were yet, but this is just a hard open right into the action. There's no build up or nothing. Nothing's hurting them. The Bat Commander tries to punch him. Bones shoots a shot of his guitar. Jimmy uses laser fingers. Nothing's happened. Then we get the first MCBC line of the show where he says we're gonna have to use good old fisticuffs, and they all kind of duke up. And
I'm more and more impressed that the Bat Commander as a character knows the word fisticuffs?
Yeah.
Because like it's like calling somebody a pugilist. Like it's a simple idea, but if
Mhm.
you don't know what that word means, it's really hard to figure out. And fisticuffs is not a simple word. So having the character use fisticuffs is very
Mhm.
funny to me.
I think it's one of those what do they call it when it's like opposite of what a character would normally do? I don't know.
I'm not really sure what the I don't know. It's early on a Saturday, so my brain isn't fully
Yep.
working yet.
Yep. They go into the fisticuffs, but Ricky doesn't want to join in because he's going to get dirty.
I get it.
And
I don't want to be dirty either.
yeah, and those guys were getting pretty nasty. I mean, there was a lot of slapping and hitting with goo and slime and stuff flying everywhere. I mean, that was obviously done on purpose. And they went through and made sure that every guy got hit with something and that some kind of viscous fluid went flying. So,
It looks a lot. Everything that gets on them looks a lot like the Nickelodeon slime.
mhm. And they're just progressively getting dirty and dirtier and dirtier. Um, so then the muck monsters have kind of beat up everybody else, and they're starting to come after Ricky. And he's his little bottle of handy gel that he keeps in his pocket. We saw handy gel earlier in just a Gloopy commercial as a big bag, but Ricky's got a little bottle of it, and he starts spraying it at him. That little bottle held a lot of handy gel.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I noticed.
it's like when you watch an action movie and the protagonist never needs to reload.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky's got the action hero style handy gel.
Yeah, no reloading this bottle of handy gel. He sprays them with it, and they kind of disintegrate. The
Yeah,
muck monsters, they're defeated by whatever's in handy gel.
it, it it's logical. They're dirty monsters. You give
Mm-hmm.
them something clean, they're not gonna survive it.
Yep. So we get a nice big high five. Ricky, of course, doesn't want to be a part of that again. The Bat Commander wants to go on and find out who created these monsters, but Ricky thinks they should go get their uniforms cleaned by old pal Trusty Dusty first because the guys stink.
Remember how Ian, how Eagle Bones told us that all of their characters are kind of their personality traits, like
Mm-hmm.
times 1,000. I bet this is based in reality.
Oh, it's probably Ricky to a T. I
I
mean, you
bet
just yeah,
after the show, at some point, Ricky was like, "Can we go shower first before we go out
mm-hmm.
to dinner?"
Yeah. I would not doubt that at all. To go with the Ricky telling them they stink, even the three hobos pushing the shopping cart thought that they stunk.
They live in a dump and they think the
Mm-hmm.
aquabats smell bad.
Yeah, that they live in this nasty dump that has muck monsters in it, and they think that the aquabats stink. Uh, we're introduced to a new character. She comes in, starts speaking in like a German accent, rubbing the melted muck monsters on her face.
Dude,
And
that triggered me.
really,
It was so gross. Like she does such a good job. What was her name? Kate Town.
yeah,
Yeah, Kate Town. If anybody knows how to get in touch with her, I'd love to talk to her about. We'd love to talk to anybody that's been on SuperShow.
fun fact, she hasn't acted since 2012.
Yeah,
This was her second to last credit on IMDb. So apparently the SuperShow killed her career.
But watching that, like, I'm similar to Ricky. I don't like being dirty unless I know if I'm intentionally being dirty. Like, if I go camping and I know I'm not going to shower for a week, or
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, whatever. If it's a mud run, I don't care about that. If I go hiking, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't have to be dirty, I don't like being dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I was dirty for a very long time
Mm-hmm.
when I was deployed, so I don't want to be dirty anymore. But watching her rub that stuff on her face, it might have been the proximity to her mouth.
It was.
That weirded me out.
Yeah, she was dedicated to that. So she introduces herself as Dr. Ava Mudlark, and she says that she's going to vow to avenge the pain of her ancestors, which we have no idea what that means just yet. But yeah, she rubbed that gross stuff on her face. At least she had gloves on.
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't help her face, but
I'd rather it gets on my hands than my face.
mm-hmm.
Give me a face mask and no gloves. Also, don't rub it on your face.
But they were her babies.
This episode is a great like COVID episode. Carry hand sanitizer, but don't rub things on your face.
Yeah. Could you imagine if this episode came out now? People would be triggered.
Yeah, more than just because she's rubbing goop on her face.
Hmm. We get our gloopy commercial for the episode. It's for Ring in a Can, which is basically spray paint for your bathtub. And I asked the question, why do kids hate to bathe so much?
I don't know, but my son's actually still like that. He's like at that age right now where he's kind of growing out of it, but I don't get it. I
Hmm.
always thought bath time was all right. Like you clean, you don't,
Hmm.
you don't smell
Yeah.
bad anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at least a one shower a day guy. I don't mind two.
Well, yeah, as an adult, but I mean, as
Hmm.
kids, here's what I don't, and I know it's a gloopy thing. The running joke of adults are stupid,
Hmm.
but how is checking the ring in the tub your method of finding out if your kids have bathed?
Yeah,
Like,
those kids were filthy.
right, but also check their hair.
Hmm.
Is
And
your hair wet?
she had a white glove.
Yeah, that house is weird.
It is.
Somebody call Child Protective Services. That house probably needs an intervention.
I mean, if she believes that they took a bath just by spraying that can in the tub, what does like the carpet and the walls look like?
I'm
Yeah,
more
mom, I
concerned.
vacuumed.
I don't know. I bet those kids have lice.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I've never had to deal with lice. One of
Um,
those childhood things I never dealt with. We had it at my school one time, but
mhm.
I don't know. Again, I
We
like to
did.
be clean.
We had it at my school. I never personally had it. My son got it. We had to shave his head. It was traumatizing. He ended up liking it though, like the shaved head.
I was gonna say having bugs on your head is not
No,
something
no,
I
no,
would
no.
like.
We brought him home, and he didn't have a whole lot, but we did the wash thing and then just shaved it. And yeah, he was really traumatized at first, but he ended up liking the shaved head there for a while. So it worked out. um, Moving on, the guys arrive at Unique Cleaners, which that's the sign on the building. So I would venture to guess that that's in LA somewhere.
Yeah, probably. I like their exterior shots because they're really lazy.
Hmm. It's right next door to Tiny Burgers, which apparently got rebuilt from the first episode till now.
I saw your note, but do we see a building?
Oh, that's a good
We
point.
just see the sign.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing either this does not follow a chronological order, and the Tiny Burgers episode may not have happened yet, or they're in the process of rebuilding and the sign's just there.
That could be. But this kind of goes to show what we did talk about earlier is the bats could be territorial. This could be their jurisdiction. They just
Yeah,
work in this little neighborhood.
they're unnamed. Wait, do they name the city ever?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Maybe
so either.
in Showtime.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of too. So maybe this little city that they don't name is their Gotham.
Hmm. Aquaville. I don't know. Oh, they're greeted at the cleaners by Candy, uh, who says she bought the business from old pal Trusty Dusty so he could go off and be a fish whisperer.
I like the way she says "fish whisperer."
Hmm.
The again, Kate Town,
Yeah,
hilarious actress.
and they didn't question it at all.
No, why would
They're
you?
they're just like, oh, okay,
They
yeah.
do act confused, but not in the right way. Of like, Trusty Dusty doesn't like fish, like the
Mhm.
like spoiler.
Yeah, but
But
they were
they,
more confused about getting into a relationship with a new cleaner.
which was very funny.
And Crash got very deep as far as this goes. I mean, especially for his character. He says it's a decision that will affect your life for years to come. Is that true? I don't use dry cleaners.
I wouldn't say for dry cleaners, but I can say it's very true for people that cut your hair, barbers or stylists.
Hmm.
Because like, I had a really good barber when I lived in Tennessee, and then I had another really good barber in Pennsylvania. But I've not found my person in
Mm.
Washington, and I can feel it. Yep, that person's gonna make me look good 2 to 3 wait, every 2 to 3 weeks.
Hmm.
And if I can't trust them, I got to move on to somebody else.
It's hard to find somebody to screw up shaving my head.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But
Yeah.
I get it. If you have to get something dry cleaned once a week or once every month, like you want a good relationship with that person.
And if you're fighting muck monsters on a regular basis, your
Or
uniforms are going to get dirty.
or getting a hole blown in your chest by a guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or when the Bat Commander got hit by Weedy or no Snakey in the first episode or no the
Yeah.
second episode. Yeah.
So you're not just trusting them with your dry cleaning; they also have to do uniform repair.
Repairs. Yeah. Candy offers the guys half price cleaning with a 1 hour turnaround. And then since they're going to be giving up the uniforms they're wearing, they're going to get elegant robes and a coupon for discount donuts, which happens to be just next door.
And the elegant robes were the big selling point for them. They were
Oh,
very excited about elegant robes.
yeah. They switch into those robes, and this part's so gross.
Why does it seem like Bones is the most natural in that robe? Like he's the one that puts it on, and he looks like that's what he wears after a show.
I was say, you think he rolls around his house wearing just a satin robe?
Not his house. I think
Oh.
he's like me. I bet he dresses like he gets up, he gets ready in the morning, and wears the clothes he's gonna wear that day all day.
Yeah.
I know other people don't do that all the time, but
No, I do.
it just seemed like he put that robe on, and that's his style
Mm-hmm.
more than everybody else. Everybody else was like,
I could see that.
yeah.
Maybe Bones has a smoking jacket.
I am actively on the lookout for a smoking jacket. I don't smoke. I don't
Yeah.
smoke pipes or cigars or anything, but I am actively looking for a smoking jacket right now.
As an old man, it's kind of a cool vibe.
It is.
They switch into the robes and they catch Candy sniffing their dirty laundry. That's gross. And she says a cleaner can tell a lot about people by the way their laundry smells. I don't want to be sniffing people's laundry. I don't even want to smell my own laundry.
I don't want somebody sniffing my laundry.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. This Candy chick is weird. Oh yeah. Then there's another good smell. The guy starts smelling something else, and we're introduced to Crash's lucky socks. And he says that dirt is all that's holding them together. Crash does wear some socks at shows. So I'm guessing these are kind of true to character.
Yeah, again, it's an exaggeration of his actual personality.
Mm-hmm.
They're really gross,
Mhm.
but I would fully believe that.
Yeah, I'm still taken aback by Crash with no beard.
Yeah, it is weird now going back to season 1 and watching
Mhm.
all these like babyface Crash.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of something I noticed more later in the episode, but I think his voice is dubbed.
Yeah, they may have.
Like the way the other guys don't, either they synced their what is it, A&R or ADR or whatever they call that thing when they go in.
ADR.
Either they sync theirs better, or there's just a way that they're trying to make him sound that it doesn't like 100% match up.
Yeah.
Uh,
I noticed that a couple times.
mm-hmm. So Candy takes the uniforms in the back of her store and dumps them into this vat of stuff, liquid with lint, and she takes a test tube and kind of pours some kind of chemical in there, and it starts to bubble up, obviously leading to something bad down the road. I don't know. The guys walk over to Discount Donuts, which happens to be just next door, and they're greeted by a very familiar looking female counter worker. And she offers them the deal because they got that coupon from Candy next door. Buy 100 donuts and get 100 more at full price.
Yeah.
I thought,
So, in my life, I don't think I've eaten 100 donuts.
oh, I could guarantee that I've eaten more than 200 donuts.
I just don't eat that many donuts. But these guys get real excited.
Oh, this would have been my favorite scene ever to film. I love donuts. And since we moved to Utah, I have not found a very good donut place.
Oh, we have Original House of Donuts is right down the road from me, and it when we do get donuts in our house, like it's from there because they're very
Mhm.
good.
In the city I grew up in California, we had two donut shops that I grew up eating from, and they were both just, I mean, better than Krispy Kreme, better than anything that anybody's ever told me is, oh my goodness, this is the best donut ever. So
I'm
yeah,
going on
since
record to say Krispy Kreme donuts are trash. It's okay if
I
people like them. I don't like them.
I enjoy them, I don't think that they are as good as people make them out to be. So they get their donuts, and the Bat Commander pays with their gold card. He just happens to have it. He took it out of his wallet and put it into his elegant robe, because you never know, I guess.
The elegant robes had pockets.
They did, which I've learned from my wife. That's a bonus of any piece of clothing.
Yes. Watching the interaction between my girlfriend and other women when we go out that compliment each other's outfits, the normal reaction to, oh, your dress is very cute, is it has pockets.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Did you see it has pockets? Yeah, I don't get it.
I honestly feel bad because like everything I own has pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have pockets that have pockets.
I don't know if I have that, but
My
yeah.
Catbite hoodie has a small pocket inside the bigger pocket.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, that's for like a phone.
No. This is not a phone. This is like a key. Like
Oh.
because it's a zip up hoodie, so it's got
Mm-hmm.
the normal like zip up hoodie pockets, and then on the inside there's a smaller pocket for something else.
Oh, yeah. I have a track jacket that I wear to work. It's embroidered or has the company name on it, but inside the pocket on the right side is a pouch thing that you can put your phone in, and then there's a grommet to run your headphones up through it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
See, and then women up until like the early 2010s didn't even get pockets on anything. Now
Mm-mm.
that we're striving forward.
Yeah, women's equality right there. They got pockets now.
Pockets.
First they could vote, now they got pockets. Ricky doesn't want any donuts.
No, I get Ricky. I
'Cause
feel Ricky so hard here.
He swore off sweets in the name of fitness. I'm guessing that was a little bit of a play on words for his name. Um, and the Bat Commander says, "We admire your willpower, because I, like the Bat Commander, have no willpower when it comes to donuts."
Well, I get it. Like, I, I don't really eat a lot of carbs or unhealthy stuff. You know,
Mhm.
I'm a pretty healthy guy. So there will be times you go out to dinner or you go to like somebody's house and they're like, "Hey, do you want?" I hate birthdays. Do you want a piece of cake? Like, of course I want a piece of cake. What human doesn't want a piece of cake? Oh, there's ice cream with it too. But every time I have to be like, no, I swore off sweets a long time ago in the name of fitness. I'm not like Ricky. I'll eat some junk food sometimes, but I'm very particular about when.
You should start using that line.
I might.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna steal Ricky's whole style.
they go into the Good Life music video.
Jimmy juggling in the background is all right. So I have a story about that from Los
Mhm.
Ocupados. Tad, my saxophone player that you guys will meet on a future episode of the regular Hey Homie show, he can juggle,
Mm.
and he has knives that he juggles.
Mm.
And he's been trying to figure out what song in our set list he's gonna juggle the knives during that he doesn't have to play saxophone.
Oh,
My fear is that, and Tad's very good at juggling. I've never
yeah.
seen him screw it up. He's really, really good at it. He can also ride a unicycle. My saxophone player is basically a clown.
A clown.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he can juggle.
Hmm.
And my fear is that he decides to do that during a song and he slices his hand open and then he can't play saxophone.
Yeah, you guys are kind of done for the night.
Nah, we could make it happen, but I don't know. I thought it was funny. I love watching somebody in a band that isn't doing something actively juggling. I think it's
Mhm.
really, really funny. Like, look, I'm in a band and I can do a circus act.
Yeah. My takeaway from that music video was, at my next birthday, I want a donut filled pinata.
I don't think it works as well as they made it look.
It has to. It was in the SuperShow.
True, everything exists like in the SuperShow.
Yeah. They go through the music video. The guys are laying on the floor all stuffed. They got nice fake pregnant bellies, basically. Ricky takes some hand wipes, the little single-use hand wipes, and he puts them in the pocket of his elegant robe. There's those pockets again.
Pockets are handy.
I'm guessing those are gonna come in handy later on. No pun intended. And he gets a message, or he gets a notification on his watch that it's time to go pick up their uniforms. So they got to pick themselves up off the floor. But first, Bat Commander's laying there. He's still got a donut in his hand. Tells everybody to look, and guess what's inside of his jelly-filled donut? It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, that was a good place for a cartoon to be. So we get the recap of Jimmy being taken away by the brain octopus. They're wondering how they're going to go after him. Ricky finds a spaceship under a tarp.
That's normally where you find those.
Yeah. The guys rebuild the ship into a submarine while the song Guy Stuff plays. Fun fact, I got copyright struck by using that song in a video on my YouTube page.
It's a funny song.
It is. It pans out, and the sub is very tiny
and Victorian.
Yeah. What it had bat wings.
Yeah, it was designed like
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, kind of. No, I'm trying to think of why Jules Verne. It was like a Jules Verne kind of design from like a time machine, right?
It looked like a Victorian battle tram, basically.
Yeah.
And Bat Commander tries to put it in a bottle, and it crumbles.
You just gave me a really good idea.
What?
If they get another Rad Ventures series, I think they could do a good 3-episode arc where it's steampunk Aquabats.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Jimmy as a steampunk robot.
Yeah, exactly, right? Their goggles, like steampunks love goggles.
Yeah, Jimmy would have less skin, I think, as a robot though. He'd have to have exposed gears, that kind of stuff.
Or they just have to paint him like bronze.
With some rivets.
Yep.
Steampunk likes rivets too. But then magically, there's another tarp. And guess what's underneath it? It's a submarine.
I also keep my submarines under tarps.
And Bone says maybe we should have looked under the other tarp first. So they wasted a bunch of time building a little tiny submarine out of a giant spaceship. It fades out, and we find Jimmy. He's in a jail being guarded by what looked kind of like a Gamorrean guard from Star Wars.
Yes, exactly like a Gamorrean guard.
I mean, copyright infringement just a little bit. He starts to wonder if his friends are going to come for him or not, and maybe they won't because he's just a robot. So that's kind of sad. I think that seems to be a running theme with Jimmy, is that he thinks that people don't care about him because he's a robot. He tries to escape. He uses like a laser and then a punch to break through the wall, and that Gamorrean guard grabs him and throws him into another cell. Tells him that the king has plans for him. He's going to melt him down and drink him like hot orange juice.
Also,
gross.
Maybe it was just the mindset I was in watching this, but hearing the words hot orange juice just makes...
Ugh. Here's a little story. My wife ordered groceries the other day, and they substitute sometimes if they don't have exactly what you order. We get orange juice with no pulp. They gave us high pulp in replacement. Our son goes to pour a cup. It's literally like pouring applesauce out of an orange juice jug. So I got a strainer and tried to strain it, and I got maybe half, I don't know, a couple ounces of orange juice out of what could have been a whole bowl of applesauce. It was gross.
I'm not a big fan of pulp either. I wouldn't have tried to strain it. I would have just dealt with it, but I don't like pulp.
There's no dealing with it. I can deal with some pulp or like light pulp, but that was disgusting. That would have been like...
Why does high pulp even exist? That's weird. You have to add pulp.
It's like eating or drinking a smashed orange, basically.
So weird.
Yeah. No, not even a smashed orange, like a pureed orange.
If you like high pulp orange juice, please call the Hey Homies hotline at 605-939-0232 and tell us why.
Yeah, I want to know, because I can tell you, as much as orange juice costs right now, that went down the drain. The guys are back at the cleaners. Candy is being very, very strict on the rules. No ticket, No clothes, no exceptions. I think that's how most cleaners are, though.
They all are.
But she didn't give them a ticket. So this is on her.
It's not on her.
It's not?
No, the customer is always wrong.
Well, there's a movie that I like. And they always say the customer is always an a-hole. I subscribe to that theory.
Is that waiting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for you patrons. You are customers of us and we like you.
We've held our side of the bargain so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've gotten new episodes. Heck, there's even a new episode that comes out every month.
Yeah.
Dang. That Luke still hasn't watched.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Called you out. So Candy leads the guys back to the back of the store where she had poured their uniforms into that vat, and they're locked in the room. And she turns around and kind of cackles and tells them that they're doomed. And the whole time, the guys have this weird look on their face. And she introduces Eggert, who likes to fight. And he's a big monster made of their uniforms, some other clothes, and lint.
I love the way she yells Eggert.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it reminds me of the old, like older cartoons from the 80s where the mad villain couldn't fight, but they had a minion or a golem to do their bidding.
Oh, yeah.
And they always yelled like that, and she does it perfectly. It's that kind of shrieky yelling.
Yeah, though, I mean, I think later on I mentioned that, but yeah, she's standing in the back the whole time, just clapping and jumping, and she's just so excited to have this big monster attacking these guys, and they're still trying to figure out why. So the guys are super confused what's going on, or what the situation even is, and Candy reveals herself to be Dr. Ava Mudlark, their old nemesis. So she went from rubbing muck on her face to owning a cleaning company, apparently. All under the premise of she's going to get back at the Aquabats.
Yeah, but she was still a muck person. She only got the dry cleaners because she knew she could trap them.
Well, I understand that, but this is some real thinking ahead.
Yeah, it takes that kind of planning to be a supervillain.
I guess. And how did she know that they were going to go to that? Oh, I guess it's old pal Trusty Dusty.
Yeah.
So she had to do some homework.
And for all we know, there's only 3 businesses in that entire town. 4, I guess.
The donut place, the cleaners, Tiny Burgers. Oh, and the Burrito Brothers Burger Hut.
Yeah. And then someplace in their universe makes plates that explode.
Mm-hmm. Just crumble. Mudlark gives us her backstory. Her family apparently that's not Renaissance. What is that? Period.
It would have been the Dark Ages.
There we go. They were trash collectors in the Dark Ages. And this is where we see Dallas McPherson or McLaughlin. I always want to say McPherson. Dallas McLaughlin from Bad Credit. There we go. He comes over and he says, "I may be a filthy serf, but at least I'm not a dirty mudlark."
Yeah.
And he pours a bucket of trash on her head.
I mean, it's not even trash. It's like used vegetables.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really stay on her.
No, it just falls right off. And it's the same. It's that Kate Town. She plays her ancestor as well. The bats try to fight off the monster, but are so stuffed with donuts that they aren't really successful. They're kind of the whole time, like me after I eat a dozen.
Watch that fight is funny. It's very funny.
We haven't even gotten to the regular like fight.
Right.
This is just the beginning of it, and the guys are all kind of they're still
watching them just be full and lazy. Like
they're still trying to figure out what's going on too. I mean, this girl locked them up and stole their uniforms and says that she's their old nemesis. I mean, this is quite the, like you were saying, the 80s cartoon supervillain kind of thing.
I also like the theme of the bats never knowing these villains. Like, if they've made such an impact on her that that's her arch nemesis.
Yeah.
They're like, who?
But why them? It's not like it was an Aquabat that threw trash on her.
They blew up her muck monsters.
Well, I understand that,
So
but
that's all you need.
I guess she she has a lot of anger that she needs
She
to
does.
focus somewhere, and she's picked these five guys.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Yeah. We get a commercial break and a little bat cartoon. And I like this one. He's just surfing along, and then all of a sudden a big giant wave and Jaws shows up. I mean, come on. You got to tell me that wasn't a ripoff of the Jaws poster. Um, Shark attacks him. He does like he jumps up, does a flying kick down on the shark's nose, knocks out some of its teeth, and he surfs away on the shark. And my last thing says, original shark fighter? Question mark.
He rides otters, doesn't he? Rides an otter like a
Yeah, but
motorcycle in the
he
song.
fought the shark. He's a shark
Yeah,
fighter.
yeah. Maybe the Shark Fighter episode needs a remix where they put a little bat cartoon and Reese Darby
There we go.
animated in that cartoon.
He's the toughest little bat in the sea.
He is. That line, now I'm not going to get it out of my head the rest of the day. I love the rides an otter like a motorcycle line.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that song
The
eventually.
visual of it too is
Yeah,
funny in the
yeah.
episode. We go back to the fight. Eggert is whipping the bats with his lint-like tentacles as Mudlark laughs and jumps around very happily. She is
There's
so giddy.
Yeah, and the whole time she's jumping up and down, it's in the same spot, and it's
Mm-hmm.
a weird like lower camera angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. Uh, the funniest part about this part of the fight is watching them all get whipped in the face, because I don't think whoever was controlling it was warning them like, I'm gonna hit you in the
Mm-mm.
face, and all of them look kind of surprised
Mm-hmm.
by it.
I think that happens a lot. I mean, go back to the muck monster fight at the beginning. It was kind of the same way. I mean, they were just getting slapped with things and they were just taking it. I mean, it's very Aquabats comedy.
Yeah, I feel like Bones, and I guess it was more Bones as the person I saw. Uh, it's almost like the stage fights that Parker told us about, where he's like, "Why do you think I click when I breathe like this? Because I got my ribs busted on
Mm-hmm.
stage one day." Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's just, we don't script things; we just do them.
Yeah, I like when if you watch close enough, you can see a couple of times when they get hit, their whole helmet and goggles like turn.
Yeah, those weren't light little slaps. Like
No,
those looked significant.
yeah, they were getting smacked pretty hard. Speaking of Bones, he runs and jumps like he's gonna spear Eggert or like tackle him, and he's absorbed inside of him and then gets spat back out. I think the only thing would have been better about that is if he'd come out and had like lint like stuck all over him. But
Like static cling to him.
yeah, maybe some dryer sheets.
Yeah, I was just thinking a dryer sheet stuck to his helmet.
Yeah. Ricky gets the idea of remember he took those handy wipes from Discount Donuts. So he opens one up and he like goes at Eggert with it, and Eggert just eats it, and he liked it. And Jimmy explains that because he's made of cleaning chemicals. I don't understand how this works because he's still made of lint. Lint is not clean. Well, I guess
Yeah,
lint
but
could
it's lint comes out in the laundry.
lint comes out in the dryer, so everything
Yeah,
is
that's what I
clean.
mean.
Yeah, so I guess it is clean, huh?
I mean, it's cleaner than
Muck.
muck
Yeah.
in a dump.
Yeah. So because he's made of clean laundry and lint and cleaning chemicals, he liked it. Right after that, Jimmy gets his arm ripped off. They seem to like to do that to him.
Well, it's an easy bit, and it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty convenient that it's like the same thing that happens. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
funny. Pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So Jimmy gets his arm ripped off. Eggert wraps him up in his lint tongue and moves them to a platform. Somehow they went from the floor, wrapped up in his tongue, went up like 3 steps onto this platform. We don't see that happen, but somehow they all did that back to back, wrapped up in this tongue, and they're on the edge of this vat, the same vat that Eggert was created in. Mudlark starts to give them a choice of what happens next. They could be disintegrated in the vat, and she uses a donut as the test thing, and the donut comes out with bones. Or he can continue to whip them. And she gets a phone call Oh yeah. Well, I got lost here in my own notes. She gets a phone call telling her friend that she's in her evil lair, this and that, and she has to leave the room. I mean, again, that super villain kind of what trope or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Bond villain idea.
Hmm.
Here's my entire plan. Now I'm gonna not watch you.
Yeah. I need to leave the room. Yeah, Doctor Evil, like when he leaves Austin
Yep.
Powers. Yeah. Ricky gets the idea that since the monster liked the handy gel that or the handy wipe, that maybe Crash's dirty socks could take it out because they're so nasty. And he's got to overcome his fear because none of the other guys can reach it. And he has to go down there and literally peel these things off Crash's feet. Not only does Crash not wash them, I don't think he takes them off.
No, I filming that scene. Just I'm sure Chad smells like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know cinnamon or something, but like he's a big dude, and big
Mm-hmm.
guys usually don't have the nicest feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel bad for Ricky having to do that.
Yeah. So when he takes a shower, does he just hang his feet out of the shower so his socks don't get wet?
That's assuming he takes a shower.
Or maybe he takes a bath.
Oh, it Crash McLarson in the Super Show is definitely a bath guy.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
So his feet are up on the top of the tub so that his socks don't get clean.
definitely. I'd
Okay.
actually assume more that the Crash from the Super Show is like a chinchilla and takes dirt baths.
That could be. He just burrows around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works for chinchillas.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, chinchilla. Maybe that's why he's got the beard now. He's got,
He's part chinchilla.
yeah. Ricky takes the socks and feeds them to Eggert. And imagine that. It causes him to blow up. I mean, that's what happens with dirty socks is you eat them and then you blow up.
Because the only way the Aquabats defeat a villain is to explode them.
Yeah, didn't they give Jimmy crap for blowing up Snaky?
Yeah, in Mystery Egg.
Yeah. And now here we are blowing up another one.
Yeah, they like to blow up villains.
Mm-hmm. As he's blowing up, Mudlark comes back in and she sees him and Eggert falls on her. And I guess that's what killed her.
Yeah, I mean, why put a real period on this? Just let it end.
Yeah. We just
Her arc as a villain
is over. Maybe she got bonked on the head and realized that, or came to like her senses, and now she went back to just being Candy. And she works at another cleaning place somewhere there in town,
probably.
or at the donut shop.
She's helping rebuild Tiny Burgers.
There we go. She's a construction worker now.
It's like Office Space. She figures out she really likes working with her hands.
Love that movie. Let's see. So Ricky learned a lesson that dirt isn't as bad as he thinks, and he offers to not be so much him if the guys will be a little less them, so they can kind of meet in the middle somewhere.
That's how it should be in a band.
Yeah.
I won't be me if you won't be you.
Yeah, let's just all be something we're not, and then we can get along as a group. Crash pulls his lucky socks out from the innards of Eggert, so now they're dirty and they've been inside a monster. Yeah, these socks have seen some things.
He doesn't even use Febreze on them.
Are you sure?
If they're gonna be, they smell that bad.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
So like, if they're gonna be that gross, at least make them smell better with some Febreze.
No, but they're lucky. You can't wash the luck off.
You're not washing it. You're just spraying it with Febreze, which adds a whole layer of other smells.
It like locks everything in.
When I was a drill sergeant, we didn't let our soldiers have Febreze because they would not do laundry.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have kids wear like the same uniform for 2 weeks straight and just Febreze it, so it smelled even worse.
Really?
Yeah, we had to tell them to stop buying Febreze.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. As Crash is rescuing his socks, there's a big laundry bin and it falls over, and old pal Trusty Dusty falls out. So he'd been locked up in the back there the whole time. He wasn't actually a fish whisperer. Who knew?
Well, it's hard to be a fish whisperer when you hate fish.
That's true. So we go back to the front, and the Dusty's just blown away. He cannot believe that these guys fell for the story of him leaving to go be a fish whisperer because he hates fish.
So you know how like Dr. Ava Mudlark thinks the bats like are her arch nemesis and they
Mm-hmm.
show and they're like we don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody that meets the Aquabats has the same experience, whether it's friend or foe. Because like our old pal Trusty Dusty,
Yeah.
like I hate fish. Like,
Yeah, we didn't really pay attention.
yeah, that I feel like that's just the existence of people that know the Aquabats.
Mm-hmm. So we get wrapped up with Dusty offering to buy the guys donuts next door, and they go boop and turn into a bunch of donuts, including Ricky.
Yeah, everybody, all of them, they turn into donuts.
See, Ricky should have not turned into a donut.
Ricky should have been broccoli.
Well, he should have just been there because he didn't eat donuts.
Yeah, but I think it would have been funnier to make him broccoli.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
I
that,
didn't. I don't. Not that we need to make sense of the ending, but I feel like the ending was like, how do we end this without
mm-hmm.
just a funny freeze frame laugh track kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
So poop donuts.
Yeah, I think that was like that was a very cartoony way to end it. And I mean, it's in the end, it's a kid's show, and kids are gonna go ha 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 donuts.
A kid show that 2 40-year-old men are talking about.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for. Then it goes into credits, and we're done.
Yep.
So overall, I like that episode. I like it. It's very centered around Ricky and his personality of needing to be clean and I would say healthy. Yeah. So I enjoy it. It's a good one. There's better ones.
Yeah, I like the episode. I just that's the convenient thing about doing this as Let's Go. Like I don't watch a lot of SuperShow anymore. My kids are all older, and there's never time for me to just sit down and be like, I'm gonna veg out and watch the Aquabats. Like it's not a thing. But yeah, I'm glad I like remembered most of it. But I was surprised at how much I thought I liked it compared to what I actually thought this time when I watched it. It's a good episode and it's really fun, but yes, there are better shows.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, you probably haven't watched it since 2013, 2014, maybe?
I would say no, we probably like 2017 is last. It's still been 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we used to watch it a lot in Pennsylvania when my kids were still littler.
So you've gotten a little older, a little grizzlier. You know, that's what happens.
It's a good episode. It's a great little story. It's a funny plot. Like, it's. I also think that it's a cartoon. This feels like a Walking Dead kind of cartoon. Like, doesn't do much. Jimmy is in a jail cell and then ends up back in a jail cell.
Yeah.
It doesn't progress the story. That's what I mean by The Walking Dead. Is it doesn't progress the story.
Yes.
So the whole thing is just kind of like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I get that. So yeah, I mean that pretty much takes care of that. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks to our Patreons who this show is for. If you're listening to it in January,
yes,
you're a patron.
You are.
If you're listening to this in April, you're not.
March. Wouldn't it be March? This is 4.
I don't know.
It'll either be the end of March or
if you're not listening to this in January, you're probably not a patron.
Yeah, and if now in January.
Yeah, if you're not a patron, you might want to think about joining. We got this Let's Go. I also started a new thing that we haven't even announced to anybody. It's called All My Money, where I've been showing off all this stuff that I waste my money on. It's pretty fun. So it's there. But yeah, that about does it. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Peace out.